All right, hi everyone. My name is Natalie Vlatko. I'm one of the SIG Docs co-chairs, and today you are at the SIG Docs community meeting call. It is Tuesday, the 14th of October, 2025. I'm joined by a couple other folks in the SIG Docs group. We've got Ray Lahano, who's also one of our co-chairs. Kat Cosgrove is one of our tech leads, also on the call, and a bunch of different other contributors from our release team cohort and beyond. So thanks so much, everyone, for joining. I wanted to go through a couple of different things before we get started in our meeting agenda today. And the first is I'd like to invite anyone who is a new contributor to say hi and introduce themselves if they wish to. You can do so in the chat or you can unmute and say hi. All good if no one wants to do so. Feel free to add your name to the agenda if you want to be noted as a new contributor later on. That's completely okay. Or say hi in the meeting chat if you wish to throughout the call as well. We always want to help welcoming new contributors to SIG Docs. And so any of us on the call that you wish to ask a question of or say hi to in our Slack community, you can also do that as well. All right. With that being said, let's go through a couple of the different updates and reminders about SIGDocs generally and our calls. Firstly, SIGDocs is part of the Kubernetes project, which means that we abide by the Kubernetes Code of Conduct. For anyone who is working together across the Kubernetes project or collaborating in meetings like these, or on PRs and issues, or in Slack, we want to make sure that we are respectful and kind to one another. And if you feel that someone hasn't been this way, you can definitely report this conduct to the Code of Conduct Committee. Their email is conduct@kubernetes.io, and you can remain anonymous. Um, uh, Many folks have used it in order to just flag certain kinds of behavior that isn't really kind of welcome or warranted, and new and seasoned contributors are able to do the same. So if you run into any issues, please utilize a code of conduct as you see fit. In terms of updates for SIGDocs for these next coming weeks, this week's PR Wrangler is Tim Bannister. For those new here, PR wrangling in SIGDocs is where we have someone who has approver permissions that is rostered on each week to kind of shepherd the contributions that are coming into the SIGDocs, or should I say the Kubernetes website repository, and getting them through the pipeline, whether they are merged or possibly closed or further worked on. And so that's what a PR wrangler does each week. Next week's PR Wrangler is Divya, and she will be, who's one of our co-chairs as well, and she will be shadowed by the user Ayush YQXV. And then the following week's PR Wrangler is Depesh Rawat, and they're being shadowed by Yashika Badaya as well. If folks who are new who are interested in PR wrangling, you can reach out to any of the people in the PR Wrangler Shift link here. And if you're interested in shadowing their week and it's available for them, please feel free to reach out to them on Slack. You can also reach out to myself, Ray, or Divya if you've got questions about PR wrangling as well. The other thing that we do around wrangling is we also try and wrangle issues. Issues come into SIGDocs quite a lot for possible feature requests, bugs, possible wish list items, those kinds of things. And we do have a decent chunk of issues that need to be triaged. So that's what wrangling issues usually works around. This week's issue wrangler is Abigail McCarthy, who's our one of our localization co-chairs, or the project lead, should I say. And next week's issue wrangler is Depesh. Any contributor in SIGDocs who has been doing it for a little while is welcome to become an issue wrangler. If you're interested in doing some issue wrangling, you can reach out to me specifically. I usually handle the scheduling for this, and I'm happy to give you some more information and help with a little bit of onboarding for issue wrangling as well. And so reviewers and approvers for PR and issue wrangling, please remember to check your shifts. We are coming towards the end of the year. So as a note, there is a break at the end of the year for various holidays with no PRs or issues to be wrangled. We all get a break from open source sometimes. Okay, finally, I want to say just a shout Hi, Tushar. You're a release docs shadow. Thanks for putting your name in the new contributors. Welcome. Great to see that you're on the release team as well. It's a great way to get involved in Kubernetes, so welcome. All right, we'll get onto the agenda now. We always start our SIG docs calls with an update on the latest release. This is release 1.35, and I would love to start with release docs. Whoever is here from docs, feel free to unmute.
Yeah, hello. So I'll be giving this docs update. So we are officially green, and since the last SIG docs call, we have the 1.35 release docs PR already created. We also created the weekly branch sync PR, and it has been merged as well. Also, after the 1.35 alpha dot one release, we also created the release notes PR, and just a few hours back Drew approved it and it has been merged. Moving on to the next, so we have a total of 86 caps that are getting tracked and we have distributed it among the team. So everybody has been assigned the caps, and the next, as we all know, that the enhancement freeze is like coming soon on October 17th. So we are like Urvashi has also already informed all the shadows that the message that we need to send for the placeholder PRs, informing the cap owners, and we will be doing that and like letting the folks know that the deadline is 23rd October. Yeah, that's mostly on the docs status.
Awesome. Thanks, Sayan. Does anyone have any questions for release docs? All right. Oh, Ray, yes, please.
Yeah, I was just gonna state that I imagine that you typically you won't get many placeholder PRs before enhancements freeze, but you'll typically find most of the placeholder PRs created after enhancements freeze. Do you know about in general how many percent of the 86 caps already have their placeholder PRs? Or
I don't have that number as of now, but I can
just
like
curious.
get back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
can provide you number. It's nearly 10 to 15, which are right now having place. Uh, I need
Sounds
to
good.
confirm that. Yeah.
Great. Thanks, folks. Any further questions? All right. Thanks for that update. Now we're moving on to release comms. Whoever is giving the update, go ahead.
Hello everyone, I'm Graziano, the release com lead for this cycle. Our status is green. Actually, we will start with feature blog opt-in during this weekend after the release announcement freeze. We have 86 announcement tracked, so basically our team is of 5 people, so 17 announcements each. And in the following days, I'll try to understand with the announcement lead and the release lead if we need a mid-cycle blog post for this cycle, since I think we will probably have a couple of deprecation. But I'll keep you posted. I'm not actually sure right now.
Great. Thanks, Graziano. Any questions for release comms? I have a question. The release is happening quite late into December for this year. And so just wanted to check if you've got an idea of how you're going to stagger out the different feature blogs given possible holiday time. Is there a plan to push it out into January, basically?
I didn't thought about the schedule of the publication of the blogs. I do sort of plan for the deadlines, for the internal deadlines of the team, but actually I'm not sure when the blog post will be posted.
Kat?
We do usually have to push into January, but yeah, the comms doesn't usually really think about this until the last like 6 weeks of the release. But yeah, pushing into January is what happens typically.
Got it. Yeah, I think I'm already wanting a holiday brain, and that's why I'm thinking about it very
Yeah,
early.
I feel ya.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. Thanks so much. Yeah, if anyone else has any questions, ask them now. All right, thanks for the update. And of course, for release comms and release docs, if you need any support or anything from SIG docs approvers, you can always reach out. Just grabbing us in our ordinary SIG docs channel is best, or in your own respective channels. We're also monitoring them as well for release comms and release docs. Great. So we've actually come to the end of our agenda, folks. We don't actually have any issues and PRs or any discussion points listed in the agenda. However, if anyone has any issues, PRs, or discussion points that they would like to bring up today in the meeting, now is your time. Last call. Right.
Yeah, just checking some. Looks like the milestone applier for the Dev 135 branch isn't working. So when a PR is open to the Dev 135 branch, the milestone for 135 should be applied automatically. Looks like it's not working, so I'll take a look into it.
Okay. When you say it looks like it's not working, it's just not being applied at all.
Yeah, the milestone's not being applied. And we've had some issues with it before in the past. So
All right, no worries. For folks who are generally, if you're involved in the program committee duties for KubeCon and Cloud Native Con, this is just a heads up that the notifications that started has gone out today. I know it's so because I know that myself and Kat usually do these. So we have about 12 days to probably do hundreds of reviews, just as
Oh
a
my
heads
God,
up.
do we only have 12 days? I
Correct.
didn't look at the fuck.
Sorry, YouTube cats walk, but that's fine. We're all adults here. But yeah, if KubeCon and Cloud Native Con reviews and CFP things are becoming earlier and earlier. So just as a heads up that for folks, if some of us don't reply to something over the next 12 days, it could also be that we're doing some reviews.
We are locked in.
Yeah. Okay, and then on that note for KubeCon Cloud Native Con for EU 2026, just as a heads up that the maintainer track hasn't actually opened yet. I just want to kind of put that out there as a heads up for SIG docs. I wanted to ask if possibly Kat Lavish, if folks are interested in reporting on some of the LFX mentorship stuff with reference docs maybe for EU 2026, if that's an interesting topic that we want to put up for maintainer track.
Totally. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
should
was
definitely
also,
put that up. Lavish, you want to do a talk with me?
yeah, I was also waiting for the maintainer track CFP.
Okay.
Awesome. Great. So that hasn't opened up yet. It's only the main conference has. So once that does, we can kind of get some folks kind of rounded up and to remind you folks and happy to help with a review of the abstract too, if we need be.
Yeah.
Awesome. Real cool. Yeah, we talk about like general doc stuff all the time, Ray, Divya, and myself. It's always good to get like fresh, different stuff up for the maintainer track. So this is great. Awesome.
And considering the last EU maintainer track talk was me and Xander crying for help.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great 180 moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Okay. Any final possible PRs, issues to look at, or discussion points before we wrap up? Okay, I'm going to stop the recording in case folks have a possible question that they'd want to ask not on the call. So bye, YouTube.